Welcome back to the Hofstra Dynasty. It's time for one of the most heated rivalries in all of the northeastern United States. It's time for a Hofstra versus UConn football. Last season, a confident Hofstra team walked into Storrs, Connecticut and took a 50-34 loss to the UConn Huskies. That was the first meeting for these schools since 2008 when UConn beat Hofstra 35-3. However, the meeting before that in 1999, Hofstra won 56-17. So UConn comes into this with a 2-game winning streak against Hofstra and a 4-2 series lead all time. Hofstra comes out in the all-black uniforms because he said today is UConn's funeral. He said that's why they're dressed up like ghosts too. Quarterback Nick Evers is back. I still don't know how his last name is pronounced, so I'll probably just call him Nick all game again like I did last year. And now let's get this one started. UConn has the ball first. Hofstra shows blitz on first down. They come, and number 11, who had a pretty big game against Hofstra last year, assuming that's the same guy, gets tackled for no gain. Now second down, they hand it off again. He's able to break one tackle, but the second group, a couple of guys are able to wrap him up. So just like that, it's going to be 3rd and 6 for UConn. 3rd and 6, quarterback dropping back. He's got time to throw, but he's going to have to get rid of it. He throws it away out of bounds. That's a quick 3 and out for UConn. They're going to have to punt here back to Hofstra. And now, is this actually one of the biggest rivalries in all of the Northeast? No, it's not. It's hardly even a rivalry at all in real life. In fact, I don't think it's a rivalry at all in real life, especially because Hofstra hasn't played football since 2009. And these two schools are in different universes in basketball. But we're building storylines over here, and we've got some bad blood with this team already. First down pass. Hines looking for a deep cross over the middle. Gets intercepted. He got hit as he was throwing, and number 7 was able to undercut it. Luckily, a big offensive lineman for Hofstra was able to chase him down. Otherwise, this would be a 7-0 game. So now UConn set up at the 20-yard line to start this drive. They get 1 yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Nick in the shotgun. He's going to throw an RPO screen out quickly to 34. Probably a tight end, I'm guessing. So now another 3rd down here. 3rd and 8 for UConn. Nick dropping back. He's got all day to throw. Finally gets rid of one underneath on a drag route, and that guy's going to go out of bounds. So 6 offensive plays have netted a total of 7 yards for UConn. But the turnover sets them up for that field goal, and it is now 3-0 Connecticut early here. Hofstra themselves has only run 1 offensive play, and it was an interception. So they're going to have to do better here as Quandre Hines comes out for the second drive. He hands one off on a stretch play to Costello. And a good pursuit by the safety to get downhill there, and he tackles Costello for a 1-yard loss. Now it's 2nd and 11. Jamal Haley in the game, and they're going to hit him. They're going to try to hit him on the rail route, but not a great decision there. The linebacker able to get over and knock it away. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 now. 3rd and 11. Hines drops back. Defender running in his face, and he had to get rid of it early, and that ball was knocked away on the corner route. So Isaac King III's coming out, and they're going to punt. So far, 4 plays, minus 1 yard for Hofstra. And UConn will set up in plus territory for their 3rd drive now. And the first down pass is caught by, is that Big 34 again? For a 5-yard gain down to the 33-yard line. And this first down handoff, breaking tackles here. They're able to get a first down, number 11, running through this defense. So it'll be 1st down and 10 here from the 37. And handoff outside this time, but good pursuit. That looked like, is that Brian Ortega, number 43, the freshman middle linebacker, getting across there, making a play. 2nd down and 9 now for UConn. And Nick's rolling out, and he just gets rid of it. Lucky that wasn't a fumble as the defense gets to him. It's going to be 3rd and 9 now for UConn. And they're going to dump a screen off to number 11. He's got space, and he is going to get the first down. Good call there on 3rd down by UConn to pick up a first down, get down to the 24-yard line, keep this drive going. Now they're going to hand it off. No, play action. But Hofstra able to break through. The first guy took the running back. The second guy took the quarterback, and that's minus 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 18 now for UConn. Handoff here on 2nd and 18, and he's not going far. He gains nothing. It'll be 3rd and 18 now. 3rd and 18 for UConn from the 32, dropping back, and Nick is going to get sacked all the way back at the 39-yard line. Kind of a coverage sack there. He had some time, but no one was open. 4th and 25 from the 39. They're going to have to punt this from a location you really don't want to have to punt from. And they just kick it through the end zone. That looked really close to being out like the 1 yard line, but it is a touchback. First down, the play action tight end screen was too slow developing. It'll be second down now. And the drag route underneath, they find Trayon Bell, who's able to outrun that linebacker. Good timing on that throw to able to let him get upfield, and he's all the way up to the 47-yard line. Good play for Hofstra, showing some explosiveness. And now Quandre Hines takes the handoff on second down. He'll get just 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Now, as I'm recording this, the college football playoff field has just been announced. It's like Sunday at 12:50. My first glance is that it looks like Penn State is a pretty good draw at the 6th seed. It looks like their path to the semifinals is SMU and Boise State, which, if you could pick out 2 teams in this tournament to have to play, those would be high on the list. Tough draw for Oregon, who very well could get an Ohio State rematch in their first game. Good draw for Texas as the 5 seed. I think Clemson as the 12 is not quite as easy as some people thought the draw might be. I think there was a lot of chatter that 5 was the best spot to be, and that might still be true, honestly. Although 6 also very good. And in terms of a first gut instinct prediction, I reserve the right to change this, but I kind of have a feeling that we get an Ohio State versus Georgia national championship. Though it would be really impressive if Notre Dame is able to beat Georgia. They're kind of a wild card because they've been dominating everybody, but they haven't played any super high-end teams. Notre Dame, that is. As we end the first quarter here, I thought that was a good opportunity for me to ramble off about something else. I think that's good to do every now and then. Just strictly commentating these games gets maybe a little dry sometimes, especially because they're not all super exciting, although thus far this one is pretty good. But I think to give these videos some personality and individuality, sometimes it's okay to ramble off on tangentially related topics. You know, it's not like I'm rambling about the moon landing. It was college football related. Now the swing out to Jamal Haley on screen pass there. That's a nice play to get some speed out to the edge and get them down to a 1st and goal at the 7. And now a handoff to Haley again, and they're going to say he didn't get in. He's very close at the 1 yard line. And it looks like Costello's come in the game to vulture him, and that is what happens. Costello from like an inch out runs it in. Touchdown Hofstra. They are on the board finally early here in the second quarter. The crowd's going wild. Your 21st ranked Hofstra Pride are going to go up 7 to 3 here with 4:40 left in the second quarter, as they're establishing that physicality here early on. UConn comes back in an empty set, and they complete an underneath little hitch route to their tight end, and they get a 10-yard gain, 1st down. If you think my playoff prediction is totally wrong, or you agree, or you think it's kind of wrong, let me know in the comments what you think. I'd be happy to hear what everyone's first gut reaction is to this playoff bracket and who they think is going to win. Although by the time you see this video, it might you might have had more time to digest the bracket and think about the matchups. One thing I think is also fun is to try to guess point spreads, as UConn's at 2nd and 8 here. Nick in an empty set again. Another quick hitch to 34. So now I'm going to guess Texas versus Clemson, I think is going to be like 8.5 point spread. Texas obviously favored. Number 11 around the edge on the stretch play, and I believe he had a touchdown run like that against us last year, so deja vu a little bit as he is into the end zone there. It is now 10-7. UConn takes the lead, so Hofstra in for a battle here against their rival. Thought maybe they would cruise against a 3-4 team. This is Hofstra's first home game in the conference this year. They didn't get the best draw on the scheduling. Sometimes that happens in this game. I feel like I've had it happen to me a lot, where you join a conference and then you get like 6 out of the 8 games on the road. Tyler Costello seemed to neglect to run through a wide open hole, instead run into the backs of his linemen, and so he only gets 2 yards there. 2nd and 8 now. You got to hit that rail route, right? Yep, got the rail route. Jamal Haley on the run, and he's all the way down to the 1 yard line. Again, so close, but this time I consciously decided that he needed to be rewarded, so he is staying in the game. Handoff up the middle. Jamal Haley just gets in. Touchdown, Hofstra. Jamal Haley hits the huge play on the rail route and the mesh play. and uses his speed, get all the way down to the half-yard line, and they reward him with the score. So this quick strike Hofstra offense gets right back down the field and goes back up 14-10 now over this UConn Husky team. Next we have Tennessee, Ohio State. I think Tennessee will be about a 6.5-point underdog. I think the claims of Ohio State's demise are being greatly exaggerated. They had one bad game where their extremely emotional coach seemed to commit to a not so great strategy because he wanted to prove how tough they are. Hopefully he has calmed down and realizes that they should throw the ball more. As UConn converts a big 3rd and 7 here, this number 11 is killing us. Another factor with Ohio State, though, is that their offensive line has been decimated with injuries, and I don't know the state of that heading into the playoff. If they're close to healthy, they could win the whole thing. But if they're still decimated in a way that really hurt them against Michigan, then I don't know. But they were pretty killed by injuries before the Penn State game, and they played well in that game, the offensive line. So I don't know. Another screen pass here. This time number 38. I don't think we've seen him yet. That might be a 36 actually. Yeah, that's a 36. Nice play there to get 8 yards. So it's now 2nd and 2. And 34 couldn't get turned around quickly enough, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. Big play here. Hofstra going to show blitz again. 1:27 left in the half. And, oh, they're going to get all over Nick. They go play action, not the best strategy against a blitz. He couldn't get that throw off. They're going to punt from the 39, not what I would do. And the punt goes out of bounds at the 8-yard line. A 31-yard punt will pin Hofstra deep with 1:19 to go. And a sack on 1st down against Quandre Hines. So maybe the plan's working out. Hines launches one deep downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. So now it'll be 3rd down and 14 here. 3rd and 14, still in the 5 wide set. He's going to launch one. Oh, he's got C.J. Peaks on the fade route wide open. They totally blew the coverage. 28's giving chase, but he's not going to come close. C.J. Peaks is going to run all the way into the end zone for a Hofstra touchdown. That's going to be a 96-yard score. Quandre Hines to C.J. Peaks on the fade route. UConn just didn't cover it. I don't know whose responsibility that was. The corners were up in press. The safety didn't seem like he was expecting to have to go that far to the sideline. The slot corner ran with him for a little bit, then turned around when I started to throw the ball. The outside corner was impressed and never got near him. He stayed on the outside receiver. So I'm not sure how that happened, but he got wide open for a 96-yard score. 42 seconds left on the clock. They're going to launch this one up on the left side into double coverage, but it's caught. Number 19 making a nice grab. Hofstra gives up some terrible contested catches. 1st and 10 now into Hofstra territory just like that in business. And they're going to throw this one out on the right side to 19 again. And he's going to get all the way down to the 28-yard line here. So this Hofstra defense looking a little leaky here from the 26-yard line now. They're going to throw this one on the right side out of bounds. Just getting rid of it. Didn't have anybody open. 22 seconds on the clock now. And Nick dropping back, getting sacked again. That's Chad Cloud off the edge. The middle linebacker who lines up as our edge rusher in rush situations, who has really had quite an impact this year. Now 3rd and 19 all day to throw. Hofstra just rushing 3. Not a great idea. And the pass is going to be caught all the way down to the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal at the 1. They're out of timeouts. Hofstra shows blitz. They drop out. Nick throws over the goalposts. You don't get 3 points for that. And they're going to have to settle for a field goal here as we go into halftime. Your score is Hofstra 21, UConn 13. Hofstra outgaining them by a fair amount. Yards per play, over 3 yards per play more. Only 1 3rd down conversion. Time of possession split pretty evenly. I don't know how many 3rd down conversions we've faced. Although I think we did have to punt twice, I believe. Or once. We had to punt once, and we threw a pick on the first drive. Now on to our 3rd game of Guess the Spread. SMU versus Penn State. I think Penn State will be like a 9.5-point favorite in that one. These are not score predictions, by the way. They're just me taking a stab in the dark at what the spreads will be in this game. And our last one is Indiana versus Notre Dame. I think this could be probably the biggest spread of this opening round. Notre Dame, I'm going to call it like 11.5. Now on first down, that ball's out of bounds. Quandre Hines passing there to, I think that was Keyshawn Robinson. Now first down, a little triple option. Look, Hines going to keep it, and he's on the run. Nice play there. Quandre Hines showing off the legs. That's a 30-yard gain there. The triple option. They just left the QB alone. They played the handoff. They played the pitch, but they didn't play the quarterback. And now that we played Guess the Spread, I'm going to look up the answers. As Hines attempts a deep crossing route, he's got Keyshawn Robinson. Beautiful play there. Nice patience, waiting for him to clear the defense. And it's a gain all the way down to the 29. Now they swing out a screen pass. Jamal Haley on the run. He's got the edge. And he's all the way down to the 14-yard line. So Texas versus Clemson, I think I said 8.5. It is 10.5 on DraftKings. Hines keeps that. Should have dumped it out in the flat, but he is going to get tackled. Just a 1-yard gain there. Now 2nd and 9. They're going to hand this off to Haley off the right side. He's got room all the way down to the 5. It's going to be 3rd and 1 there. Nice run. Tennessee, Ohio State is 7. I think I called it 6.5. Costello on the handoff. He's into the end zone again. That is his 2nd touchdown of the day. This one from 5 yards out, and Hofstra is now up 28-13. They will be after this extra point. A nice drive right there as they march right down the field in under 2 minutes to make a statement to start this second half here. Third game, Penn State SMU. I believe I said 8.5. I mean, this is all checkable because it's all recorded, but I just don't remember exactly. DraftKings has it at 8 as number 11 continues to shred Hofstra. That's a 20-yard gain there on first down. And lastly, Notre Dame, Indiana. I think I called this 10.5, and it is 8.5. So I was wrong about what the biggest spread was. Clemson, Texas is the biggest spread. And nothing under a touchdown. Hopefully we don't get a bunch of snoozers in these games. As the dump down to 34, again, he's making an impact. Breaking tackles. I think that was me abusing the strip button, probably. So UConn into Hofstra territory. I do think if these games aren't close, there's something that's going to be really cool about the aesthetic of these games because they're played on campus. There's going to be something really cool about seeing, like, Clemson at Texas, because you never see that. Or, like, Tennessee at Ohio State. I think that's one of the drawbacks to all the neutral site games that get played early in seasons out of conference is I think one of the cooler aspects of college football is the on-campus atmosphere. And you don't really get that when the game is played like in the Superdome or in like the Raiders Stadium or the Rams Stadium or the Cowboys Stadium. Anyway, that should conclude our college football playoff coverage. Back to the game now. 3rd and 5 here. Nick, drop it back. They're underneath and number 19 again now. A couple of guys here on this team are just really shredding us over and over again. Now they're going to hand this one off the right side on a stretch play again, similar to play they scored their first touchdown on, their only touchdown. But that's going nowhere. So it's 2nd down and 9 here. Another handoff up the middle, and he's picking through tacklers, weaving his way. And it's going to be close. It is going to be 3rd down, though. 3rd and inches. Hofstra going to line up close to the line, showing blitz. This throw goes incomplete on the left side. And they're going to attempt a field goal for some reason. Not a wise choice when you're down 15. And they're going to miss it. So UConn does not even seem to be trying to win this game with that strategic decision. Hofstra back on the field now. Rocket toss to Jamal Haley. And he gets just 3 yards. They really have kind of nerfed this play. I probably have to adjust to that. This play used to be a lot more effective. 2nd and 7. They get a handoff to Costello, who's able to cut back and pick up 3 yards. Not too bad there. Nice taking what's given. 3rd and 4 now. And they're going to option out on the left side. He's going to pitch it to Costello, who's got the edge. He's running upfield. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. That's a Hofstra first down. So they will keep the ball, keep the clock moving here. And now another handoff on a stretch play. He's able to cut in between blockers, get upfield for a 6-yard gain there. 2nd and 4 now. They're in the same formation. And another stretch handoff off the right side. Costello setting up his blocks well into UConn territory at the 48-yard line. Another nice gain there. Another Hofstra first down. Now they run a dive play to Costello up the middle, and he's going to get nothing. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 here, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Hofstra leads this one over their bitter rival UConn 28-13. The Illinois Fighting Illini are somehow the #1 team in the country, even though they have a loss and Ohio State is undefeated right behind them. That's the kind of thing that would never happen in real life. But it probably won't last that long anyway. So first down, they go play action here, and he's going to dump it off to the big tight end Robertson. And he's going to get a first down here. Not a lot of passes to that guy, the converted offensive lineman, but he does catch the ball decently well. And a 5-yard gain there on first down here. Again, continuing to move the clock here. They don't have the chew clock on, but and a handoff here to Costello, and he's able to get a first down there. First and 10 from the 24-yard line now of UConn, and Hines on the option makes a really nice play again. The pitch guy plays the running back, and Hines able to keep it and run upfield and get another nice gain for a first down. Now another a nice run by Haley as he splits the defense. Nice cut there. And he's down to the 4-yard line. Hofstra rolling now. 2nd and 2 from the 4. They're going to RPO, and he's going to keep it. He's going to throw it out to Costello. Pass behind the line of scrimmage, so it doesn't matter where the offensive linemen are, and he's able to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Hofstra. Tyler Costello, his first receiving touchdown of the day, his 3rd overall as he has 2 rushing touchdowns. Hofstra is about to jump up to a 35-13 lead, and it looks like they're going to take this one here today. Nice play by Hines there to option out, keep the defense in. It's almost like an extended triple option, that play. And he will get credit for a passing touchdown as well, which is pretty cool. So UConn's got it back here. Let's see what they can do. Again, great coverage downfield. And Rockets won like 40 yards downfield as he's getting tackled. Not sure he'd be able to get that much on that throw, given how that happened. But whatever. Throws it out of bounds. 2nd and 10 now. And Ortega over the middle. User alert with the interception. Brian Ortega, the redshirt freshman linebacker. Most improved player on this team from last year to this year. He went from a 59 overall to an 81. And now they're going to dump it off to DJ Brown in the flat. Another RPO read there. Now under 4 minutes in the game for Hofstra here. They got trips to the boundary side over here. And the quarterback is going to dump one off, but it's going to be incomplete. Looking for DJ Brown there. They covered it decently well anyway, so it's fine to have an incompletion. Now they're going to swing a screen out to Trayon Bell on an orbit motion. And he's going to get all the way down to the 16-yard line. Nice play there. It's now in the shotgun, strong side of the formation to the short side of the field. Hines got all day to throw. He's looking around. Finally tries to take off, but he's going to get sacked for a loss of 2. 2nd and 12 now. They're going to play action and then swing a screen over to Haley. He's got some room to run. And he's setting up his blocks. And he'll get a 5-yard gain there. It's going to be 3rd and 7 from the 12 now. And they jet motion a receiver across. They flip it to him. And that is going to be more into the end zone. Nice blocking. He gets all the way to the edge. And he struts into the end zone. Touchdown, Hofstra. They continue to pull away in this one now. It's going to be 42-13 with 2:48 left on the clock. So this Hofstra team has come in and looked quite impressive here today. Easy to forget, UConn was winning this game 10-7. It's been a 35-3 Hofstra run since then, as UConn comes back out. 2:42 on the clock. And our boy Nick still in the shotgun, still playing hard, still finding number 19 underneath for a first down. Looked like he should have been marked short, but what do I know? Seems like the computer is always getting favorable spots in this game. 1st and 10 here, and they throw over the middle. Again, number 19 up to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 40. Nick's dropping back. This time he's got a Texas Raptors running back out of the backfield all the way up to the 41-yard line. Nice gain there. Now this should be the last play before the 2-minute timeout. And they're going to go play action. He's going to throw over to the left side. Going to be knocked down. So 2:03. We'll get one more play before the 2-minute timeout. And Nick's going to drop back here. Throw underneath. He's got 34 again. That'll bring us to the 2-minute timeout. It's 6 yards. So that'll be 3rd and 4. It's looking like the Atlanta Falcons came to play. They're up 7-0, and they just sacked Sam Darnold on back-to-back plays. So now 1st and 10 from the 31. Some dummy accidentally messed up the camera angle. This might be a little disorienting. Number 19, another catch. He's having a good game. From the 13-yard line now, clock running still. And they throw this one to the left side, and guess who? Into the end zone. So it's now 42-20. Hofstra is going to get it back as they recover the onside kick, luckily. Although still not enough time, even if they had recovered it. Hand off to Costello. Big run here. Big hole off the left side all the way down to the 32-yard line. Padding the stats here towards the end. And now Hines here in the pistol. They're going to go play action here. And he's going to dump it deep. No, that's not a dump. That's a chuck. On a deep post route. But it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Hofstra maybe looking to run it up there a little bit. I don't know. And 2nd down. They hand it off. Get 2 yards on the stretch play. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 now. Could run some clock and just get this over with. But they call a pass play. And Hines is going to get hit as he looks to dump it underneath to Javon Moore. It's going to be 4th and 8 now. Hofstra is lined up to go for it on 4th and 8. And they're going to throw deep down the middle. Looking for Keyshawn Robinson, but can't find him. Throw not accurate. So 42 seconds left. UConn's got it back. We do have some recruits on visits here, and like you do get a boost when you blow your opponent out. So I'm trying not to give up a touchdown here. Because I'm concerned about the margin becoming smaller. 42-13 looks a lot better on paper than like 42-27. So from midfield here, UConn looking to make it more respectable. Nick's dropping back, being chased. He gets sacked, and they're going to call a timeout. Thanks. Awesome. Under 20 seconds. They're in 4 wide. Sorry, there's a running back there. And Nick looking over the right side, finds number 19, and they're going to call another timeout here. Really prolonging the inevitable. 4th down and 14 here. And they are going to chuck this one deep into double coverage in the end zone. They're going to call that a touchdown. Number 19 catches it. So that looked totally improbable, but he is able to grab it. Somehow that ball gets through the defenders. Somehow he gets a foot down in the back of the end zone, makes the catch. That is the most ridiculous touchdown, but it is a touchdown all the same. I don't know if this cuts off here before you can see. I mean, his feet are in. He caught that. I don't know how we allowed that, but now they will go for 2 to try to make it a 14-point game into the back of the end zone. He doesn't come up to catch that time. Probably a much easier catch, but he misses it. The onside kick goes off the first guy's hands, but to the guy behind him. And so Hofstra now 4 seconds left. This will be it for this one. This game's been over for like 4 minutes now, but thank you for continuing to watch. So hit as he throws. Ball falls incomplete. That'll do it. Hofstra pulls this one out 42-26 over their bitter rivals, the UConn Huskies. This brings the all-time series lead back to 4-3. Quandre Hines, your player of the game, 3 touchdowns, 308 yards passing, though his completion percentage was under 60%. And yeah, I mean, just a ridiculous touchdown there at the end. I don't know how that occurred. But a big win for Hofstra. They move to 7-0 on the season now. Just 5 more games left, though some tough ones on the schedule. Next week they will play their first game in an NFL stadium as they go on the road to USF to take on the USF Bulls. That will be a challenging game because UF is a decent team. Tough conference game on the road. But we were able to outplay UConn today pretty soundly. Quandre Hines, 3 TDs, just the 1 pick on the first pass of the game. He really bounced back well after that. Costello, 16 for 84. Pretty solid running. He was reliable for them. So just a stellar performance. Jamal Haley, 4 catches, 89 yards. CJ Peaks goes over 100 on just 2 catches. Trayon Bell, 3 for 43. Keyshawn Robinson, not a huge game, just that 1 catch for 23 yards. Usually a guy we like to get the ball in the hands of. The defense showed up. Stovall had 11 tackles out of the slot. Ortega had 9, 1 TFL. But once again, the Chad Cloud show. 4 tackles for loss, 3 sacks. Again, just coming up making big plays for us off the edge. Some big commitments here. Johnny Sheets. And the other man who was visiting, Zach Randall, a wide receiver out of Miami, Florida. Physical archetype player we're really excited about. 4-star talent. Manu Soto also has us first. He's getting closer to his commitment as well. And Stanford and Cal are the other schools we're competing against, which we feel decent about, although he does care about academic prestige. And Stanford and Cal absolutely crush us in that department. But your AAC Player of the Week on defense is Chad Cloud. He's also your National Player of the Week on defense with 6 total tackles, 4 TFLs, 3 of them were sacks. So a big performance from him. Our boy Duke Durham, we're going to check in on real quick. We're still in the lead for him, though he's not down to his top 3 yet, and Texas A&M is still sitting right behind us. And if they went hard at him, they would probably be able to pull him away. We are first in our conference in recruiting at this point, which is pretty unusual. We usually are not strong until the end. So good start for Francesa. Could be set to pull in his best class yet. Just going to make some minor changes here, add some scholarships, add a few points to some guys that we would like to start to recruit a little bit. Like Quentin Callow, a right tackle. Shaq Goldsberry out of Damaris, New Jersey, a left tackle. We're going to have him in probably the UAB week. UAB's still undefeated, 22. We could be headed for quite a showdown. So we're gonna bring him in for a visit. Then that could be I mean, never mind the records. That's the last game of the season. We're both in the same conference. We both could make the conference championship. We could play them 2 games in a row is basically what I'm saying. But this JUCO running back out of Wayne, New Jersey, John Rubin, is looking like stellar talent that we would like to get in on. Now, checking the polls, A&M knocks off Georgia, knocks them all the way down to 16. We're up to 17 ahead of Boise, ASU, Nebraska, Cal, 3 lost teams. UAB, it looks like ECU fell out of the rankings they did. They were 14th. They are no longer. Illinois lost 40-0 to Iowa, so their #1 ranking is gone now. Checking out the schedule here. Finally, a little bit more of a comfortable win after 2 close ones. Like I said, we're heading to USF now to play in Raymond James Stadium. Then we will come home for a tough matchup against Virginia Tech. Then 2 more road games, Memphis and Army. Tough conference road games. We're going to have to deal with that Army triple option. And yes, ECU did take a loss in the conference, so it is us and UAB alone at the top for now. Still a long ways to go, though. Only halfway through the conference schedule. Next up, like I said, USF. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving a like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Take care. I hope you are well during this holiday season, and thank you. See you next time.